Good morning, Zanine. I'm sitting in something quite spectacular this morning. The vehicle is on, and it's dead silent inside here. I've been treated by Mazda this morning. The BB Mazda here in Zanine have really treated me this morning. So I'm going to show you what your show this morning is going to be broadcast from. And man, I feel like James Bond this morning. This vehicle is it's nothing short of let me show you, because words are not going to do it justice. Hold on. Right, so this morning I'm going to be driving this baby. Look at this. Hi. So no buckies or beasts for Joe today. Today I'm driving in absolute style. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. How sexy is that? And this little car is 1500. It's the brand new Mazda 3. Look at that. Guys, I'm going to take a drive to Heinetzberg today. And when the BB Mazda guys heard that I'm going to be driving up to Mazda, they said, no, listen, you need to drive there, man. You need to have an actual drive there. So we're going to give you this bad boy. So first off, good morning, Sylvia, Giselle. Alright, so first off, when you look at this vehicle, it looks small, right? It looks like really small. And it looks like, because you remember the old Mazda 3s. But this is amazing. If I can figure out how to open the boot, because I had a bit of a crash course this morning. But what's most impressive about this, it's got all leather finishing. And wait, look at the spacey, at the spacey design, right? So for a small car, and look at that. But I'm going to try and show you guys. I'm going to drive there to the shade. The most impressive thing, morning Eric, morning Anne, the most impressive thing about this vehicle is if you look into my window here, you can't see it now because the sun is like coming down from here, but this car's heads-up display is in the window. It's in the window, guys. This is Buck Rogers stuff. Hold on, I'm going to drive there to the shade, and then I'm going to show you. It feels like I'm sitting in a studio because it's really quiet. Okay, so I'm going to drive to that shady spot there. Can you see the speedo, the heads-up display? It's in the window. Can you see that? Look at that, okay? I'm going to try and zoom in a bit. Okay? So there, it's in the window. Okay? And the driver sees this in the window. Okay, so let's see if I go into reverse. It's obviously not going to show. I'm going to drive in the shady spot. Keep your eye on that. Keep your eye on that is my window, guys. That's my windscreen. Okay, so I'm going to drive forward. Look at the speedometer. It's in my window. Okay, and it's telling me like, listen brother, you need to put your seatbelt on. Okay, we get it, dude, we get it. So, oh wait, let me show you this. This over here, it doesn't have a handbrake. Okay, it's got a park button. That's the hand. Oh, it's in gear. Okay, right, up. Yeah, there we go. And there's the handbrake engaged. I'm going to climb out quickly again because this is going to drive me nuts and I don't want to put my seatbelt on now. So this is the new Mazda 3, guys, and I'm going to be taking this for a quick trip around Lifestyle Center, so we can have a look at how many people are here today. And then I'm taking this beauty up to Heinetzberg. Now we need to bear in mind that Heinetzberg, we might have a problem with signal. So I don't know if I should. Good morning, Kevin. Haven't heard from you in a while, dude. How's it? Listen, so if this signal cuts out on the way to Heinetzberg, I apologize in advance. I'm going to try. We should drive and look at all the roadblocks on the way there. Most likely the signal will cut out. If that happens, I'm going to do another video then, and then afterwards I'll take the two and we'll edit it together as one. I also would like to thank the guys that have been supporting us so nicely in the form of donations and diesel, and especially to this show's sponsors, the BB Group Zanin. If you guys need any information on any of the vehicles that I drive every single day for the duration of our lockdown, if you look on our cover image, every day the Facebook page on this page's Facebook cover image will have all the deals and specials that are going to be available to you after the lockdown. So every single vehicle that I drive during every show, so that's going to be 2 vehicles per day because there's 2 shows obviously, their specs will be in the cover image on this page at the top of this video. So if the signal does cut out and you don't hear me, do yourself a favor, go up to the cover image, have a look there, and then go and visit the BB Group's website, and you'll see all the specs. You can download specs from there, and how they explained to me as well is that of course you won't be able to have a car or a vehicle or delivered to you during the lockdown period, but what's stopping you from getting all your paperwork done? How lucky is that? So once you've got all your paperwork done during this lockdown, you simply walk in there and pick up your vehicle. Okay, so the other beauty, let me just get in the vehicle properly, put the seatbelt on so we don't have any beeping and hunting on you. Okay, so can you hear that this vehicle's on? No, you can't. Right, so okay, we disengage the park there. Okay, right, so the other beauty about this vehicle, which blew my mind this morning when I saw it for the first time, is the Mazda 3 is compact, right? But it's so spacious. It's so comfortable, and the seat that I'm sitting on, the driver's seat, has got 10 different settings. So besides the fact that it looks like a spaceship in here, and it's got Boss sound system, it drives like it feels like I'm floating, and I can't wait to take it up to Heinetzberg. Let's first have a quick drive around town here. Let's have a look. I must remember now also that this vehicle is very low to the ground, so it's not the same as driving any of the buckies or the SUVs that I've been driving the last few days, and I need to take it slow over the speed bumps. And isn't it weird to have a look at all the vehicles in the parking lots now from down here instead of from higher up like we did the last few days? again, lifestyle center, it looks very full. And this is contrary to stats that I got. I mean, I know from a very, very reliable source that there's 80% less people in Zanin's shopping centers. And I know this, and I can prove it. I've got the actual facts to back this up. So at the moment, there's 20% or 23% of the people that normally shop in Zanin are actually shopping. And of that 23%, 12% of them are the guys who work in the shops. And this is very good. This means that about 82% of Zanin's population is safe. I mean, and that's a good stat. See, that's the kind of stat we want to see, because it's a complete reverse from what it was when we started this thing. And I think I would like to blame it on the fact that South Africans were caught. We were caught by surprise. Well, the population was caught by surprise. Now, I don't know. That's up for debate too, because if you look at the type of people that we have as ministers, I don't know, guys. The verdict's out. I'd wager either way. You know, it's like a whodunit. So I think that, generally speaking, the population of our country is. We weren't caught by surprise. Okay, we were watching the news. We were watching the movies happening as it happened, and our ministers were dancing in the streets and telling everybody, "Don't worry about it." And then you call me, as an independent journalist, you call me a denialist for bringing you both sides of the story. But the facts is the facts. Our Minister of Health, well, our MEC of Health in Limpopo, she only woke up a little bit later. And then she was still telling people, don't panic, which I agree with, don't panic. But then, MEC, if you want us to not panic, provide us with tests, and then we won't panic, right? Don't just say, don't panic. No, give me a reason why you say that I mustn't panic. Right, so, the lifestyle center, quiet, few cars, but quiet. I'm going to take a drive through the CBD quick. Obviously I won't be able to go everywhere that I went in any of the buckies or the SUVs, purely because this vehicle is meant for luxury and for speed, and so it's low to the ground, and I really don't want to take a chance damaging it. Okay, so I'm gonna try and get as close as what I can. Wow, it really, wow, obviously there would be a difference between, but the handling, guys, the handling on this vehicle, like I said, I feel like I'm James Bond. And it's so super quiet and very, very responsive. We're going to have a look at how responsive it is though when I drive up to Johannesburg, but for now I'll take it slow through here. This is Donnie Huber Street again. This has normally been the street with regards to activity during this lockdown. I mean, the pavements here, listen, it was covered in people. So yesterday when we drove here, I see the same vehicles here that I saw yesterday. So that means that these guys are probably employees of the bank, or the banks, the pharmacies, and most likely inside the mall itself, and inside Sunning Mall at some of the shops. But I don't see, there's not a lot of traffic. Well, in fact, there's no traffic. and all my friends and you know, watching that live in the city, they're like, dude, you've got no idea about traffic. And I do. I lived in Centurion for 7 years, so it's always nice when I speak to the guys from Gauteng and try and explain to them that my rush hour traffic in the morning, my round trip in the morning, if there is traffic, takes me like 5 minutes, and then I've done my rounds and I'm at work at the office. Right, so here we have people crowding to get into Capitec, but they're not keeping their distance, guys, and there's no one here enforcing it. Opposite Capitec, you got Absa Bank there. Now Absa Bank has got a guy walking around telling people, listen, stay your distance, keep your distance, stay on these stickers that we've put on the ground for you. It's for your own safety. And then while he's doing that, he's got a big disinfectant spray bottle, and he's like spraying their hands. And I saw him yesterday spraying the pavement even, and all the little counters by the ATMs and all of that. But Capitec it's not doing that. Those guys are standing there waiting for the bank. I get it, okay, but they're standing on top of each other, guys. This is like the whole idea behind social distancing. You don't want to stand on top of each other. Okay, and we're going to drive down to Super Spa, where we've also been seeing a lot of pedestrian traffic the last few days. But again, yesterday it was quiet. Today, oh guys, look at this. It's empty. It's empty. Well done. Well done, Zanin. Well done, everybody. This is the way that you should approach a lockdown, right? Empty streets. Yeah. Should I go through here? Yeah, there's not even... Look, there's people standing here. There's a queue of people standing here at Zanin Super Spa waiting to go shop. But there's two Spa staff members that are walking around here with spray guns. I wish you could see, but it's a mission to show you. There's two staff members from Zanin Super Spa. They're walking around with spray guns, and they're telling people to keep their distance. Okay, so this is the... Okay, so here we've always had some human traffic here, right? Some pedestrian traffic. Again, I don't feel the busyness of it all as much as I did last week. So we've got Northern Security doing their patrols. We've got some people, some pedestrians here walking around, but not nearly the amount of people that we had the last few days. Thanks, Gavin. Gavin Dorfling from the BB Motors Mazda Zanin. If you guys read his comment there, he's explaining all of this nicely to you, the specs of the vehicle. I believe I'm driving the petrol one today. But what a remarkable car. I can't wait, guys. I can't wait to get it out of Zanin onto the road to Heinsberg. All those twists and bends, can you imagine that? Okay, so this is the downtown, or the downstairs bus kind of rank area of Tsaneng Mall, where we drive through every day too. Just a quick drive. Those of you who follow me every day, you can see the difference. I don't even have to say anything. I'm driving in places, in areas now that I couldn't get into even over the weekend because of the sheer amount of people that were here. So this is very, very good news. I'm not going to go that side there with this vehicle. I'm not going to drive over that ditch that just nearly swallowed the bus. Okay, so Gavin, don't worry, I'm looking after your baby. Brian, it's not really, hey? It's not business as usual in Zanin. Not really, not by a long shot. The people have heeded the call finally. It only took them 8 days and a prancing clown to actually get them to listen. So it does remind me of a My Chemical Romance song to do with the parade. I'm just too cautious at this stage to mention the name of the song, because then people might say that I'm being racist, and I'm not. I'm being a realist here, guys. We had a guy dancing through our town, massive parade going, saying absolutely bloody nothing. Thinks he's a celebrity, not realizing he works for us, right? We pay his bloody salary, him and his hat. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We are approaching the entry port to the independent state of Claude Wheatley. Please return your seat backs and trays to their fully locked and upright positions. So, the only place that I see a bit more movement is, guess where? Where in Zanin can you do whatever the hell you want without fear of consequence? Independent state of Claude Wheatley. Here we got all the taxis parking whichever way they want to again, lining the road, because who cares? Who the hell cares? Corona what? I'm going to take a drive through the taxi rank so you guys can see. It is busier, but it's not concerning really. I mean, the guys are keeping their distance. We had the GTM. That's the thing. Tapelo Matlala, our municipal manager, I know that you are watching. Please remind me. I'm going to give you a call when I'm done here. I need to find out from you how regular these disinfecting missions are going to be, because remember last week when I took a drive through here, I stumbled upon our mayor Maripe Mangena and some members of the Exco committee, and they were disinfecting the taxi rank. So I would like to find out from you how often that's going to happen. Okay, so you saw what I saw now. The taxi rank is behaving themselves. Yeah, it's like, guys, this vehicle just wants to go. Wow. Right, I'm going to go back onto the R71, and then I'm going to go through a roadblock without being stopped. And then we're going to head on towards Heinertsburg. Okay, those of you who were wondering, the people that you see standing around the block in a line here is FMB. They're standing at FMB. So if you want to go to your shopping, guys, I would say head over there to Lifestyle. It doesn't look bad this morning. There's not a lot of people. If you want to come to the bank, hang on a bit, okay, because everybody had the same idea this morning and they're all standing in line for the ATMs. The bank itself is not open, only the ATMs. And okay, look, they're doing disinfecting there as well, keeping their distance and all the rest, so we applaud them for that. But guys, if you want to go and do some early morning shopping, some essentials, if you want to go get you know, some bread, milk, whatever, the basics, I would steer clear really of the mall below here, because it does look a bit busier than Lifestyle Center. Lifestyle Center was not busy at all. There were lots of cars, but the people were kind of spread out and I didn't see any queues there. So Adele, you were asking me this morning over WhatsApp you would like to go and do some shopping. I think that you should go to Lifestyle. I'm going to drive through Sugarloaf and then Sugar Hill and then go to Haenertsburg. Okay, so Sugarloaf and Sugar Hill both are also usually busy, but their lines move really quickly for a number of reasons. The biggest reason being that they've got this sorted, right? So they've got a guy standing outside controlling the flow of traffic, of the pedestrian traffic, and he's making you stand in the spots, and they're allowing, I think, 20 people at a time. So if you want to get just a few basic essentials, you guys should go to any one of the sugar stores, in my opinion. That's what I do. Sugar Hill has got the same stuff that Sugarloaf has. Both of the stores are very well stocked. It just depends on, I think, look, for me, convenience wise, Sugarloaf is easier because it's closer to the office and to home. But what I normally do is I take a drive, have a quick squiz, see that there people, how many people there are, and then I hit Sugar Hill. It's going a lot easier at Sugar Hill too, since Lino Sinjan Hanley kind of sorted out that parking problem. So what's really nice when you go there now is across the road from Sugar Hill's existing parking lot. You know that old ugly looking house that they have there, that's a police house, but what they've done now is they've paved it, and so now there's extra parking there. So you know, it always feels like a little bit, you know, you get like this tense moment when you get there and you're like, shit, should I go left, right, where, is this a one-way? No. Okay, so they've sorted all existing parking, and what a breeze, what a jolt. So you go in there now and you park across the road and you just walk over, do your shopping, walk down the steps again, back to your car, off you go. I believe that that's also part of the reason why it's quicker to go there now during the lockdown, and why their flow is quicker. But there seems to be a lot of traffic coming in from Nkuankua's side. I don't know if it's workers, because I see just one guy in these vehicles, you know, one. And I haven't seen a lot of taxis coming from there. Okay, we're at Sugarloaf now. I'm going to drive through the parking lot, so that those of you who need to rush in quickly and get something, Biako, that oh, sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. It just shut down and it said overheating. So, okay, this is the parking area for Sugarloaf. So guys, if you need to get some essentials done, I would suggest you come and do it here. There is a gentleman standing here that disinfects your hands. Actually, you know what, let me turn around and show you. So he also makes sure that there's only a certain number of people in the store at any given moment, and he disinfects the baskets, the trolleys, and make sure that you keep your distance. And how often, guys, let's be honest now, right? How often can you drive into this particular parking lot and get a parking space right in front of the freaking door? So here we have the security guy at the entrance to Sugarloaf and doing his disinfecting. Not a lot of people here. What a pleasure, what a lucky outing. If you need to quickly come and get something, you can really just quickly pop in and get your stuff. Biako, you asked the question just now, what do I think about the people who say we shouldn't take COVID-19 seriously because there's more people getting infected with flu and whatever? Well, I think that those people need to have their heads read. I really do. If you can't have a look around you and see what's going on, then dude, I don't know. Look, the thing is, it's irrelevant the situation that we're in now. We're in the situation, okay? It's irrelevant how we got here. You want to listen to conspiracy theories that it was a Chinese engineered yada yada yada, whether the guy ate a bat, whether this was engineered, whether it was some great conspiracy by the next world order and the new world order and the new economic yada. Okay, sorry guys, I don't know. Let me just try. I think the reason why the phone is overheating is because it's on this dash and I was driving in the sun a lot. So what I was saying is look at the facts. So the facts are that the coronavirus is here. That's a fact. We know that it exists. The particular strand that affects human beings is not the same as the strand that affects felines or even canines. Okay, so there are different strands of coronavirus that have been around for a very, very long time. This particular strand that's affecting us human beings at the moment is a fact. It's there and it's affecting a lot of people, and whether there are alternative or ulterior reasons or conspiracies behind it, it doesn't matter. The point is that it's here. Second point is, people have died. Across the globe, people have died. Whether they've died, whether fewer people have died than from any of the other mentioned things, malaria, whatever, that doesn't matter. The reason fewer people are being infected now is because of people staying at home. That's the reason that the rate of infection has dropped. It's not because, oh, you see, it was just a flu. No, it's because our government was fortunate enough that we were not the first country hit by this thing. So we could watch what. Okay, guys, it seems we're back. So I need. I think I figured out what was going on there. So my phone was overheating because I was being silly and I had it connected to my charger. Okay, so I've got that figured out now. Right, so let's see. I'm going to drive past that roadblock where I went past 3 times the other day and they didn't stop me. So let's see if they stop me. Maybe they'll stop me because they want to have a look at this beautiful car. I don't know. So let's see. But get back to the point I was trying to make 5 times before I got cut off. I believe that what you believe is irrelevant in this situation. Okay, if you want to believe that the Chinese engineered this or the US engineered this or whatever, it doesn't matter, because what you believe and the reality of the situation is 2 different things. And if it makes you sleep better at night believing that this was all man-made, well, by all means, believe it was all man-made. But don't for 1 second make the mistake that many of us, including myself, right in the beginning of this outbreak, many of us made the mistake to start comparing it. Let's compare coronavirus to the flu. No, but let's compare this. And you know what? I'll acknowledge that I was one of those people in the beginning who didn't understand what was happening. And now, well, not now, but as the lockdown started and became real to me and many other South Africans, the picture suddenly changed. So no, Beko, I don't agree for 1 instance that we should be comparing this to the flu and more people are dying. that's not the point. The point is the rate of infection is the point. Okay, and at the moment our country, or our government, is doing everything in its power to prevent the spread, because that's the thing that's going to prevent deaths ultimately. And whether people are dying from coronavirus or not, it doesn't matter. People are dying, the infected people are dying, whether they are dying from an existing condition or not. The point is that whether they had an existing condition or not, when they got infected, and then shortly after, I mean, the COVID positive people have died. That's a fact. So what you and me, what either of us believe, is completely irrelevant to the situation. So, no. That's my opinion, Birko. I think that we need to take this for what it is. We are in this situation along with the rest of the world, and we need to do what we need to do to keep ourselves and our families safe. I'm not a medical expert, so I can only give you my opinion, but my opinion is based on discussions that I've had with doctors and with other people that have a lot more knowledge on the topic than what I have. And also, we need to be so careful to believe everything that we read on social media. Read the relevant stuff. Forget about the tiger, okay? I had a bit of a rant about that yesterday because there's this stupid bloody, and I use this very loosely, newsworthy article that was published by National Geographic, and about a tiger in a zoo that was tested COVID-19 positive, right? So what? It doesn't matter, because a wild animal is a wild animal. He's not going to give you coronavirus. And secondly, it won't matter very much when that wild animal is busy munching on your bones, whether he's positive or negative. It doesn't matter. And lastly, my major point here is, yes, I know there are zookeepers and all the guys that are actually working to keep these animals safe. But the general public are not allowed to be in zoos at the moment. So it was very irresponsible journalism, in my opinion. What's it got to do with what we're trying to fight here? The fact that a tiger in a zoo in New York State, in Boston somewhere, tested positive. Okay? So what are we doing, international media? What are we doing? Are we fueling this? Or have we run out of angles? Is that what we're doing? Anyway, so we're driving on the R71. I'm going to head towards Heinetzberg, give you guys a bit of a pretty drive today. I'm driving in a fantastic vehicle. It's the Mazda 3 1.5 petrol. I believe it's got 135 kilowatt power. And guys, you feel it, I promise you. If you missed the video this morning where I did a quick walk around the vehicle, I'll do it again just now. The heads-up display, or the speedometer, is projected in front of the car in mid-air. Okay, so the driver, I can see my speed just by looking at this taxi driving in front of us. It's amazing, you know? So you feel like James Bond, right? So you're driving this, and it's in the Mazda signature red as well. I mean, come on. Right, so 30 kilometers to go to get to Heinetzberg. I'm going to drive this beauty and see what it can do, how it handles the corners, handles all the bends. We're driving past, wait a minute, what the hell's going on here? Wait just a second. Wait a minute. Okay, sorry guys, our Heinetzberg trip is going to be extended a bit. One of my very close friends, Donovan Lewis, runs a tight ship here at Alles Beste Padstal. But this is not why we're stopping here. I mean, I think most of you know and love Donovan for who he is and for what he does for the community. But have a look in front here. What the hell's going on here? Where are all these taxis coming from? Is this like a makeshift little... What's this? You guys see what I'm seeing? This is on the Haenertsburg, the road towards Haenertsburg. What are all these taxis doing here? Wait a minute. I think I know what's happening here. I need to find out what's going on here. You mean to tell me... Wait just a second. Because look guys, these taxis you see here were never here before. So I think, I would postulate my theory being that these guys, in order to avoid the roadblocks, which are non-existent in any way, these guys are stopping here and waiting for their chommies to bring their passengers from Zanin, and then they drive past the roadblock where there's 6 people in their taxis, and they come stop here and then they fill up these taxis. Okay, what I'm going to do is, bear with me guys, I'm going to drive back towards Zanin. I'm going to stop by that roadblock and I'm going to ask the traffic cops what the hell is going on. Okay, and because I'm in this vehicle, it should be about 2 minutes. Look at these taxis. What the hell, man? This is not a taxi rank. Okay, so bear with me. I'm going to go and ask those police officers, those traffic officers at this roadblock here, what's going on. How's the rattle, guys? Is the rattle gone? I had a few people message me and say that the rattle is gone. Well, there's a rattle on the camera today. I think it is. I think it should be solved now. I had to adjust my clamp to compensate for the sleek dashboard and windshield of this vehicle, because quite obviously it's not a bucky. Wow. You know, you could drive, you could circumnavigate or circumvent the globe in this vehicle and you wouldn't feel it. But what a comfortable ride. And it sticks to the road. 6-speed, and it sticks to the road. Whoa. Wow. Oh, this is unbelievable. That my speed is floating in front of me in the road. Now I can adjust the height of the display as well. So those little numbers, I doubt that you can see the numbers from there. But those of you who missed it, I'll show you again just now. But I can adjust the height at which the numbers appear to be floating in mid-air in front of me. So it's not intrusive at all. It doesn't block my view, anything, and it's quite amazing. Right, so I'm approaching this roadblock here, and I'm going to now stop here, and I'm going to ask the roadblock guys here if they are aware of the taxis that are stopped down that side, and if they are, what are the taxis doing there? Because let's also be honest, if I don't stop here myself, I'm not going to be stopped. So I'm going to do them a favor and stop myself at their little roadblock. Let's ask them. Good morning, good morning. How are you guys? Good, man. I'm driving to Heinetzberg now, and I want to find out, there's a huge number of taxis parked there by Heinetzberg turnoff. Do you guys know about that? Yeah. Why are they parked there? Sorry, my name's Joe. I'm from the newspaper. Why are they parked that side? Oh, the essential, the farm workers. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. I thought. Okay. Okay, great. Yeah, I saw that. So I thought you guys didn't know. Okay, thank you guys. The bulletin. Thank you, gents. Thanks for what you're doing, eh? Listen, another thing, what's the...
Can I see this car?
Yeah, of course. Oh, I don't know how to unlock it. Sorry, I don't know how to unlock it. But listen, guys, what's the criteria for stopping at the roadblock? Do you guys look for specific vehicles? Yeah? So when if you see a vehicle approaching, what? Sorry. If you see a vehicle approaching, do you guys have like a criteria that you can see? Here comes a truck. Let's stop the trucks, the taxis. Yeah. Okay. So. Okay. Okay. And what happens when you stop someone that's got too many people in their car? Okay. All right. Yeah, yeah. Of course. Of course. Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, of course. Okay, guys. Thank you. Thank you, guys. All right. Did you guys follow that conversation? I don't know if you could hear that guy properly. How he explained to me, and I want all of you guys that are going to be on the road, I want all of you to take note of this, right? He said something very important there. They do have a criteria by which they decide which vehicles they're going to stop. For them, priority is taxis, minibuses, and obviously trucks. So this morning, he explained now that this morning they stopped the vehicle for being overloaded. And what happens when they stop you? If you have transgressed, like say you've got too many people in your taxi, or your truck is overloaded, or okay, so what happens is they stop you and you get fined, and according to that guy, you get fined, and it's a fine that you must pay on the spot. So bear that in mind, guys. If you're going to break the rules, these guys are going to stop you and you're going to have to pay a fine on the spot. Okay, so my advice would be, try not to get stopped, because the last thing that you want to do, trust me on this, okay, and the sunscreen, but trust me on this specifically, the last thing you want to do is get stopped and get into an argument with a traffic cop or a policeman at a roadblock. Okay, so I asked him about the taxis there. It appears that my theory was incorrect. He said to me, the traffic officer there said to me that they do know about the minibuses there. There's 12 of them that are stopped by Alles Beste. And he explained that they've got an arrangement with the guys in the area there because it's packing season and picking season. So they do know that those taxis there have got arrangements and permits to ferry all of those seasonal workers in and out of the farms in that area. Okay, so there's nothing untoward, apparently by the looks of it, nothing untoward going on that side, and it is being monitored by these guys here. So we've got that out of the way, thank goodness. it also shows you that it's a sign of our times, right? I saw that there, and because of my pre-programmed or preconceived bias, I suppose that's the right way to describe it, I immediately jumped to the negative. So, isn't that just a sign of me as a South African? You see something going on, and before you find out, you immediately jump to the negative conclusion. Like what I just did, right? I jumped to the negative, and that was wrong. But we've been so used to that, and especially in our country, the last 10 years, we've had to deal with forces of nature like Zuma and idiot in the... Okay, so I said that I would never give them any airtime, and in my newspaper I never ever give them any airtime. During the elections, they wanted to run a full page ad in my newspaper, and they were willing to pay quite a large amount for the full page ad, and I refused. And the reason I refused is out of principle, because the moron, the absolute moron that he is, in his little overall, his Gucci designed overall, wants to entice violence against my people. And then he wants me to advocate him in my newspaper through an ad. Dude, you're not going to buy me. Okay, you're an idiot with a microphone. And an idiot with a microphone is an idiot with a microphone. That's all. So out of principle, that idiot, who I've now seen, is now actually advocating apartheid again because it suits him. It suits his narrative, right? Because he's fighting the ANC. Now suddenly, he wants to proclaim to everybody in the world who's willing to listen that we didn't have these problems under apartheid. Really, dude, not so long ago, you and your Gucci bloody red overall wearing idiot moron friends were advocating the exact opposite because it suited your narrative at the time. How you actually get following from these poor people, I have no clue. And it goes above me. And I've actually asked him for a debate. I would like to publicly debate this person, this moron. And it just doesn't happen because why? Because we need a script. Because all of this is scripted. Anyway, enough of that ranting. Okay, we are going to head through Magubus Cliff towards the beautiful Sleepy Hollow of Haenertsburg. It is my hope that the signal will actually last. Otherwise, if it's going to be a boring ride for you guys, maybe I should stop and then start the show when I'm in Haenertsburg again. I don't know, but I thought because you guys are all stuck indoors, maybe take you guys for a bit of a road trip this morning. I've got a beautiful vehicle that I'm doing it in. And I just thought, let's go for a ride. Let's show you guys the countryside. It's one of the most beautiful places in the world. And just look at that. Look at the area that we live in. Isn't it beautiful? It's breathtaking. Absolutely breathtaking. You know what I would like to do? I would like to get Professor Louis Shangion as a guest on my show next week, and let him talk and tell you guys about the history, because that man has got a library of knowledge in his head, right? So off the cuff, he could give you the whole history of everything you see in front of you right now. So do you guys think I should reach out to Louis Shangion and ask him if he would like to spend the morning with me and talk to you guys about the area? If you do, yeah, I think, I never told you guys, I'm going to publish the results for the poll that we had. Obviously by now you do know that the name that you guys came up with and the one that you voted for the most was The Daily Drive with Joe, which is now what this show has been christened. So I should do another poll and we can decide which guests we want on here. In my opinion, straight off the bat, I would like to get Tapelo Matlala as a guest. He's our municipal manager. And then after that, I would very much like to get our mayor, Maripe Mangena, as a guest. That would be fantastic, because those two guys can give you the answers like straight. No spokespeople, no media liaison, nothing. Straight, face to face, so to speak, and they could give you the answers. And then I'm thinking, Desiree van der Walt, who is the DA's constituency head and has been in politics all her life. Get her on to talk to you guys. Then I'm thinking Louis Shangion is a must. That's an absolute must. I'm sorry, but that's going to happen. I'm going to talk to him. The only problem that I see happening though with the mayor or the municipal manager being on the show is it might be difficult because I don't know if I'll be allowed to drive them, because I know that like the mayor has his own driver. So maybe I would then be a passenger in the vehicle with the mayor, and we would then have to do the interview like that. But I'm going to try and see what I can wangle. It's just a little bit difficult with most of the officials, right? Because there's red tape and all of that. So, but if you can think of anybody else that you would like on the show, there's the comment section. Let her rip. In the meantime, we're driving through what I would say is arguably one of the most beautiful places in the world. And I've been to a few countries. I can tell you that this ranks right up there with one of the most beautiful. Take a drive up here quick to the Magubaskloof Dam. Yeah, there's the Magubaskloof Dam. Oh, wow. Okay, guys. First of all, Magubaskloof was absolutely horrid. I'm in Heinertsburg now. Heinertsburg is one of the... sorry, people are trying to call me and I can't answer when I'm doing live. But okay, so Heinertsburg is one of my favorite places. I've always wanted to come and live here. It's a real village. And hopefully the signal's going to last here. So thankfully I've got a team that backs me in the design department, and what they're going to be doing as we speak at the moment is they are taking the 900 videos that I've had to make this morning because of signals coming and going and phones overheating and me being a doffel. So they're going to take all of those videos and they're going to edit them into one shorter video, which we will then upload later today as well. So bear with me, we are in Heinertsburg. I am driving this magnificent vehicle. Guys, I wish that the signal was good enough to take you on the full drive up here, because this thing, and it is a thing, this thing sticks to the road. This is absolutely amazing. It's one of the I mean, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. So this vehicle, it's been one of the most luxurious drives I've had in a very long time. It's a small vehicle, okay? It is low to the ground because it's meant for speed and comfort. But that's why there's been rattles and things carrying on, because obviously the suspension is different to what the other vehicles were, the SUVs and the buckies that I've been driving. But yeah, definitely guys, if you're looking for something nice, something sleek, something spiffy, with the power to back it, it's 6-speed. This is an amazing vehicle. So I can't think of a better vehicle to take us to drive up Heinertsberg. Yes, morning Jeff. Hello Vikas. So I'm going to put the phone back, and then I'm going to drive through Heinertsberg and show you guys this beautiful little town of ours. Okay, and this is also the town, which is the hometown of Mr. Shangyon. I will definitely come and make a turn at Warriors, Francois. Rowena and Tracy have given me a call already today as I was driving up this mountain, and I'll definitely pop in there. But first, let's have a drive around Heinertsberg. So even this guy that's walking around here, he's got his mask on. How great is that? So this is Heinertsberg. For those of you who haven't been here ever in your lives, what a beautiful little town, Sleepy Hollow town. It's actually older than Zanin. People do argue the fact, but it is. It's Louis Shangyon will be able to tell you more, but I think it's 25 years older than Zanin, and Zanin is 100 years old this year. So and also I stand corrected. That's why I say I can't wait to get Louis to be a guest on this show, because Professor Shangyon, I have the greatest admiration for him, and it would be an absolute privilege to have him as a guest. He's published a number of books, and he would be able to give you the rundown, the more in-depth kind of version of what I'm telling you. But I believe that before Heinertsberg, it was actually going to be Uberskruin, and it wasn't here. It was opposite the road, further up. But then there was like infighting with the local tribes, and it didn't work out, and the settlers re-established here. And I think we owe them some thanks for that, because we now have this beautiful place. And it really is a village, guys. It really is a village. I mean, these people are very close-knit. Everybody knows everything about everybody. And so yeah, trying to get my bearings here. Yeah, so it's actually quite funny. You know, you could actually film a sitcom. You could do an entire series, like one of those comedy sitcom series. You could do that about Heinertsberg, and it would be a hit. And you could do it like Friends, right? Because you just need to find like one of the major eateries, and then a pub, and then you could just have your cast, and they could just you could film everything there. Because I'm telling you, the stories that I hear out of this little village, it's quite funny. Now, for those living in Mpumalanga, the closest description that I can give you, so that you would understand Heinertsberg, would be Kaap Maiden. No, Kaapse Whip. So Kaapse outside Nelspruit, or as they like to refer to it nowadays in a very Lani sounding kind of Bombela City. It's not Bombela City, it's Nelspruit. Okay, so Kaapse, which is right outside of Nelspruit, looks a lot like Haenertsburg. It's roughly about the same size, and you get the same feel when you're driving through Haenertsburg as you do when you drive through Kaapse. Let's see here. How's it, guys? Okay. I mean, look at some of these cottages. Like, it's really, look at these beautiful homes. Look here. I'm going to turn around here. But look at this. Look at the style. Okay. Let me just turn around. Look at that style. I could see myself actually living like this. Beautiful home. I don't know whose home that is, but if they're watching, tell them I say big thumbs up. And it feels so rustig here, so peaceful. Small little, you know, nooks and crannies and little twisty roads. It feels like I'm driving up in the north of England again. I actually lived in the north of England for a while, and this is the very same kind of feel that you get. So I've been told I should go up to the graveyard, to the cemetery. I'm going to do that, and then guess what, guys? Don't blink, but you've missed it then. Okay, so this is Haenertsburg. Don't blink, you'll miss it. Apparently there's a Catholic church up this side. Some of the people that I know that live here, there is a remarkable woman that lives in this town. Those of you who are 50 and older would remember Marlo Scott Wilson. She went by the name The Pink Lady, and she was one of South Africa's big pop stars. Remarkable voice, very powerful voice, and she lives in Haenertsburg. Yeah, and I've seen her around once or twice. I would love for Marlo to sing us a song. I don't know if you can appreciate the view that I'm seeing through this camera. But it is quite remarkable. So Marlo Scott Wilson is also, she has a very famous daughter. For those of you who don't know, and those of you who are my age, 40 and lower, we know someone by the name of Jennifer Jones. And Jennifer Jones has got an equally powerful voice, and Marlo Scott Wilson is her mom. How cool is that? So yeah, guys, this was Haenertsburg. It's dead quiet, but it normally is. And so the lockdown, I don't think, is really affecting the residents of Haenertsburg. I don't think, I doubt it. But what a beautiful, beautiful drive up here. I'm sorry that I couldn't share it with you because of the signal problems. The reception is terrible here. Thankfully not where I'm driving. So there used to be, well, one of my very, very dear friends and colleagues, Sue Etmeyer, she kept the villagers of Haenertsburg on their toes, all right, for a number of years. And Sue sadly died in a car accident last year on the Magubaskloof Pass. And yeah, she's still missed here in this little town and in my office. So anyway, we're going to drive down Haenertsburg, and then I'll stick with me, guys, please, because the Warriors, that's Francois and them from the Warriors camp on the Magubaskloof Pass. I'm going to make a quick stop over by them, and then we'll call it a morning finally. So if you struggle to find any of this information that, you know, through the 950 videos that I had to make this morning just to be able to do this show, don't worry. I've got two girls that are amazing at what they do. They are doing the digital stuff in the background, and they are busy currently as we speak, whether they know it or not. They are busy taking all those little videos, and they're going to clip them and make them into one video, and we will upload that, so it's easier for you to catch the whole show, because you really don't want to miss what happened this morning, especially not when we stopped by the traffic officers and asked them about the roadblock. We got some valuable information there. And there's a roadblock here at Haenertsburg, and these guys are stopping everyone. Fantastic, fantastic, well done, guys. So the roadblock there in the back, stopping every single vehicle that's coming from Tzaneen and driving through Haenertsburg, they're being stopped and inspected by, there's two police officers and a traffic officer that I saw there. They're wearing gloves and they're wearing the masks, and they've got a little clipboard there. Wow. So now why can we not do the same thing in Tzaneen? Alright guys, I hope that you can stick with me. We're going to get to the Boma, or the Warriors, see what they're up to. Hang in there. Wow, this Mazda 3 handles these corners, these turns, like a dream. I apologize if there's a lot of rattle on the video. It is because there's quite a few bumps in the road also, but it's also because of the suspension, the difference in suspension. Remember when I was driving in the Everest? Different vehicle, different use, different suspension. Okay, Francois, you guys, you and Rowena are probably watching. You can see where I am, and I'll be with you shortly. We're going past Cheerio Gardens, Uitbosdorp Road. Another part of this beautiful pass that you do not want to miss is Sequoia. So Sequoia is a very quaint little, it's similar to what you would find, I would say, Knysna George side. So you've got this beautiful surrounding. It's like in this cabin by the dam. You've got beautiful little quaint little cabins scattered all over. So it really feels like you're escaping. You're escaping out of the country, really, because it feels like something that you would see in the movie. So you have your cabin right by the dam. There's all these little pathways that you can walk through the forest. They actually shot a movie there as well. And they've got beautiful overnight accommodation. You can actually book in there for longer than just one night. You can make a family trip out of it, because the chalets are fully equipped. They've got kitchens and all of that. So you could really use that as your base. Okay, and then from there, go and have a look at everything else that the area has to offer. And then surrounding Sequoia, you've got Cheerio, you've got the beautiful Haenertsburg we've just been to, you've got all the various waterfalls in the area, and then you've got this fantastic drive down Magubas Kloof to Tzaneen, if you want to really go and do some major shopping, right? The guys that you're going to meet now in a few minutes are the guys from Warriors, but the Warriors will be able to tell you what the Warriors are all about. I'm not going to make it that impressive, okay? So I think we're going to be approaching them soon. The rattle better? I don't know. Right, we've got Pot and Plow on the left there. It's one of the area's favorite places to stop. They do pizza, pub lunches. Our band, actually, and a few other musicians in the area have performed there before. So, yeah, when the lockdown's over and you need to grab a pint and something decent to chow, you should take this pass up to Haenertsburg, and you've got Brahmasoli on your left. You've got so many places here, guys, really. Just a drive from Tzaneen to Haenertsburg, it takes you half an hour. If you're driving the Mazda 3, it's going to take you 10 minutes. But drive up to Haenertsburg in the half an hour, and do yourself a favor, on your way back, like stop at all these little places. We've got hidden gems here, so many of them. We've got spas, we've got little pathways, hiking trails, amazing historical places that Louis would be able to tell us more about. But do yourself a favor, when the coronavirus lockdown pandemic thing has ended, and it will end, guys, it depends on us. The sooner you want to get out, it's like being grounded. We've been grounded now, and we need to behave, and the sooner we do that, the sooner we can come out of our houses again. But when that does happen, do yourself the favor, get in your vehicle, take the family, and make a Saturday or a Sunday drive out of it, and hit the road up here, Magubas Kloof, hit the road up to Haenertsburg, stop next to all the various stops that we've got here, beautiful little places. You don't have to stop and get out and grab something to drink and be irresponsible, you know, but stop and have a look and drive around and just experience the beauty of the area that you live in. There's so many people that we work and we go home, and we go to work and we go home, and everything is so rough and life is so heavy, and we want to take vacations across the globe. But have you ever seen your own place? Have you ever seen the area that you live in, but like really seen it? when you're driving and you see a little bush path there, take the bush path, man. And if it's a problem taking the bush path, well then phone the BB Motor guys, the BB group. You can see all the details in the cover image on this page. Phone them. They'll give you the vehicle to go wherever the hell you want to go. You want to go up a mountain? Phone them. They've got something for you. You want to drive in style? Phone them. Because I've done both, and it's only Tuesday today. Okay? So, just get out. Live a little. We're almost at the Warriors, guys and girls. I should get out of that habit of saying, alright guys, because it sounds like my favorite radio DJ of all time. He always has like that little thing that he's, anyway. So we're almost at Warriors, and I'm sure that the Warriors themselves are most likely waiting outside. So the Warriors is quite a fascinating program, and quite a fascinating bunch of people from all across the globe. I don't know how the lockdown has affected the program. I don't know. You've got social distancing that you still need to apply. Here's the Magubuskloof Mountain Lodge. Also, lovely place. I just can't drive in there now because they're closed, and they've closed their gate. But beautiful place. The best views. Oh man, I must tell you. And also very cheap accommodation and great food. I mean, our band played there. We had a gig there the one evening, and it was absolutely brilliant because we had this beautiful view that we were looking at the whole time. Oh, there's a broken down army vehicle, army truck with a medic sticker on it. So the army must be returning from wherever they were. Alright, so now we're very close. Here's the Warriors. They are on our right hand side. On the left hand side we've got the Magubuskloof farm stall. I'm going to quickly turn in here, have a look at what these Warriors are up to at the base camp. There's one of the Warriors. One of the young warrior guys. So some of the most amazing gigs that our band has ever had was at this boma here at the Warriors, when Uncle George Lewis, him and his wife Laura are sadly relocating, but when George was running the show here, it was absolutely remarkable. This guy, George, right? There's the Warriors. How's it, guys? What's up? What's up? So, the Warriors are all busy doing their thing. I saw Francois there. They're busy digging and spading and picking and whatever they're doing. But this is the base camp, guys, the Warriors base camp. I don't know if I should drive all the way down there, but it's very quiet because remember, they still have the responsibility to do the social distancing, and